My social meter is this short. But I can honestly say it wasn't shit you could ask me that I didn't know about that man. I don't remember the last time I had a true, genuine connection. Ain't that cold, am I?
Billion superstar. Whip. I'm too classy for this world. Forever I'm that girl. Feed you diamonds and pearl. Oh baby, I'm too classy to be.
I don't remember the last time I had a true, genuine connection. And being alone for almost 2 years is what helped me to come to that realization. So I'm not saying that I haven't had a true, genuine connection within the last 2 years because I've been alone. I mean, ever. I don't remember the last time I had a true, genuine connection with another human outside of my children. And I can't really count those because that connection is innate. It automatically happens. Not with family, not with friends. And it took me being alone for 2 years to realize that. So just know if you're feeling lonely, you're definitely not alone. Is that a play on words? I ain't that cold, am I? I noticed that they highlight a male loneliness epidemic. But according to YouTube and all these videos of living alone at whatever age and whatever race and whatever city and state as a woman, that just lets me know that it's an epidemic that's across the board. I don't know if it's because we're at the end of an era. I don't know if it's because of the internet. I don't know what it is, but I can honestly say that I feel like I am at the best place in my life because of the time that I have spent alone these last 2 years. I noticed in that state of loneliness, I felt like there is no reason why I shouldn't feel like I can't be alone, why I need people around me. Am I not enough? Am I not enough to be around myself? And if not, then why? So I started going within. And that is how I have been fighting that spirit of loneliness and division. I started going within. I started picking myself apart and focusing on fixing those things that made it to where it was intolerable for me to be around me. Like, I'm not trying to, down anybody or anything like that. But if you are in a state of feeling like you are just oh so lonely and oh so alone, and you're feeling rejected, you're feeling abandoned and all of the things, and why you can't be around yourself? What's wrong with you? I know that they say not to make the videos about yourself, but when it comes to these types of sensitive topics, when you on that battlefield and you warring, I know that emotions can get high and tensions can get high and people can take things out of context. So I'm gonna just keep this to what I did for myself to win the battle of loneliness, pretty much. If you are new here, I moved to San Antonio, Texas, which is 9 hours away from my hometown almost 2 years ago. And this is my first time ever living alone. I had my first child at 18 before I graduated high school, before I moved out of my mom's house. Hence, I have always housed children because I have 4 now. I have been married and divorced 3 times, and I had 2 serious relationships in between those marriages. So this is literally my first time being this alone in my entire life. That's a little bit embarrassing. But, and let me say this, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect now. The first 6 to 7 months of that lonely season that I went through, I was depressed, eating, crying, watching TV and going to work, house dirty, laundry piling up, getting fatter and uglier, let's just be honest, drowning in my sorrows, all of the things. And then it hit me. Why I can't be by myself? What is it about me that I don't like that I can't be by myself? And I started trying to figure those things out, and I started fixing those things. That is how I started to get over that loneliness feeling. The more I started fixing what it was about me that made me not like being around me, the less lonely I felt. I also started strengthening my relationship with the Most High, but we don't have to go there. But I also started fixing my relationship with my higher self as well. I realized that when you ignore your higher self, it's just like ignoring a baby. Like you're ignoring your own child. You should take care of your higher self the same way you would take care of a child. Or otherwise you will always be in the state that you have always been in. The mental state, the emotional state, not the physical state too. The physical state too. But the more that I poured into me, the less lonely I felt. And let's just be for real. You're never really alone. Your higher self is always there, begging, pleading, cheering, and rooting you on. And begging and pleading with you to please make better decisions so you can get to me. But I can say that when you're not really working on yourself, you don't really know yourself. Before you were delivered out of whatever situation that you were in, when you were surrounded by people constantly, you were allowing yourself to be sabotaged. You attract whatever frequency that you're on, whether that be people, material things, emotions, whatever. If you are vibrating on a low frequency, you're going to attract low vibrational people. Like attracts like. So if you can't stand to be with you, you can't stand to be alone with yourself, other people that are around you can't stand to be with you either. And 9 times out of 10, if you can't stand to be with you and like attracts like, then the people that you are attracting don't want to be with themselves. They don't like to be alone. So deep down, they don't really want to be around you because you don't want to be around you. But they don't want to be alone, so they stay around you. And then 9 times out of 10, if they don't want to be around themselves, they don't like and care for themselves like they say they do. So why would they like and care about you? So which means they're sabotaging you. And because you don't want to be alone, you stay and you tolerate that behavior. So that's why I feel like when you start to feel like you're battling loneliness, it's really your soul, your spirit, your higher self craving you, wanting you to get back to you, wanting the real true you, because your higher self, your soul, your spirit knows the real true you, and it's craving that. So once you start to pour into you, when you start getting back to yourself, you won't even feel lonely or alone. You'll start to attract better people. The people around you that are not doing the inner work will fall away. And you have to learn to be okay with that. But if you're really doing the inner work that you should be doing, pouring into yourself, really getting back to yourself, your real true self, you won't even care or notice. What you will start to notice is the stuff that they're doing to sabotage you. That's what you will notice. And I can honestly say that used to bother me so bad, but I've gotten to a place now where I can laugh about it because I was allowing it, because I wasn't treating myself well. I wasn't pouring into myself. I started doing shadow work and journal prompts, and I realized as I was doing those, journal prompts and that shadow work and stuff like that, that I couldn't answer a lot of those questions. It was a lot of stuff about myself that I didn't know. And that triggered me more than the loneliness. How is it that I don't know the answer to these questions about myself? How people pleasing had I become? Because that last ex-husband, I'm not ready to talk about it, but I will one day in one of these videos. But I can honestly say it wasn't shit you could ask me that I didn't know about that man on the surface. It may have been some things, but for the most part, when it came to surface stuff, favorite color, favorite food, favorite restaurant, favorite car, honey, I could run them answers down to you like it was nothing. And when it came to anybody else around me that I was close to, that I loved, I could run those answers down to you like it was nothing. If it was a pop quiz, I was making 100% plus bonus points. But it was stuff about me. And there was even some deep stuff about them that I probably could answer. And that's probably why they was treating me so bad and they didn't like me. But that's not this video. We talking about loneliness. It was some deep stuff about myself that I could not answer. And some little surface stuff too. But the deep stuff, it was just like, how do I not know this? And then I must have put it was scrub pants. I put some scrub pants on one day and they barely went up above my hips. I hadn't even realized that I was gaining weight. I hadn't realized that I don't remember the last time I combed my hair. Like actually took a comb and went through it and not just brushed it up real quick to walk out the door to go to work. I didn't remember the last time I had got a pedicure. Like I was letting myself go. So once I started pouring back into myself and getting back to me, because the girl that you see today as a teenager, honey, this was every day. I could be going to Walmart. I was not going to Walmart looking a mess. That inner child me. So the more I got back to my original self, my highest self, the person that I was before the world and the adults around me started picking apart and replacing with pieces that they wanted. Once I started doing that inner work, the loneliness melted away. And it has gotten to a point now where my social meter is this short. I can go places for maybe 20 to 40 minutes before I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna get a bump. Your discernment will get higher and you will realize that 92% of the people in the world, read that book, I think it's by Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. 92% of people in the world gonna give you a bomb. When your discernment gets higher, your social meter goes here. So this video is not for everybody. This is just me on that spiritual battlefield trying to help as many people as I can. I know that loneliness season can be hard. It can be hard, but the more you work on yourself, the more you get to your highest, best timeline, the more you fall in love with the process of getting there, the more that feeling will melt away. The more that you will become your favorite company. You will become your favorite house guest. You will become your favorite conversationalist. And the more you will attract better people. And the more you will attract people whose social meter. So if you've made it this far in the video, my name is Brooke Ebony. I am doing like a spiritual battlefield type of series of all the things that I have been battling with as I have gone through this life transition of moving to another state, aging, being separated from my children, being newly divorced, all of the above. And if you are interested, make sure that you make sure that you comment down below, tell me your opinions. Let's talk. Let's have dialogue back and forth. I'm not perfect. I am not a teacher. I am not a mentor, a guru, any of that. This is just my experience and the things that I have been going through. So, you know, and my way of getting out of that loneliness season, I'm easing my way out of it, you know. But make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, because I am going to try to get these videos up every Wednesday. No specific time, but on Wednesdays. And yeah, I'll see y'all next week.
I testify for you. I do that 3 more times again. I testify for you. I told I like you, that bitch. I do it all in a more rhyme. You scared to do. I'm not. As long as you joking, now in for me. I ain't